Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel if you are brand new. My name is Danielle and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. Today is the official last video of 2021 and it is a little bittersweet because this is the first year that I have been posting consistently on YouTube and I've grown so much and I'm so excited to continue growing with you guys in 2022. But I wanted to do a video going over all of my goals for next year. So I thought this would be fun not only to keep myself accountable next year, but also you guys should leave your goals down below so that I can keep you accountable next year and we can all hit our goals together. So I compiled a huge list that's in front of me. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my list. I've compiled it. There's a lot of things on here. I'm going to be talking about personal goals, family goals, business goals, everything. So let's go ahead and jump in. I don't want this video to be too long. We're going to end off 2021 with a somewhat shorter video, hopefully. And let's go ahead and jump into these goals. Before we go ahead and jump in, I do want to thank Vendoo for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what Vendoo is the #1 cross-posting software for resellers. Vendoo works in the form of a Google Chrome extension and it allows you not only to cross-list and relist your items, but it also gives you access to powerful analytics. One of my favorite features that Vendoo offers is the bulk delist and relist feature, and this allows you to pick multiple platforms and delist and relist 10 items at the same exact time. You can literally have it running and walk away from your computer and come back and all those items are going to be relisted for you and all you did was click a couple buttons. Vendoo has by far been one of the #1 things I've done to just grow my business, and if you haven't tried them out yet, I would strongly suggest going to try them out. You can click the link down below in the description for 25% off your first month service. You can also get 5 listings for free. You can go on their website and they will give you a trial period for 5 listings where you can try it out before you even spend a dime. Okay, starting off, we have a business goal. I want to hit and stay around 1,500 active listings. Now, I've been saying for the longest that I want to stick around 1,200. I've changed it to 1,500. I think that 1,500 is a pretty good amount. I can hold and store 1,500 very easily in my inventory system. As you can see, I have lots of empty bins here, but I'm very confident in my abilities to handle 1,500 listings. So that is kind of what I want to hit. And then I kind of want to stay around that number. I don't want to jump too far or too under 1,500. And then a goal that actually goes along with that one is I want to keep my inventory about 50-50. So I want to keep it 50% my inventory from thrift stores, wholesale, whatever, and 50% from Flip. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I use Flip, the app, to consign client stuff, and I basically get sent the items for free. I sell them, and then we end up splitting the profit in the end. It's not as profitable as going out and buying stuff, but it is free inventory that I don't have to actually go hunt for, so it does make it worth it in the end. But I think a 50-50 split will be perfect, which right now I think I have more Flip than my inventory, so I definitely need to work on that, but that is kind of where I want to stay at. Next is a YouTube goal. I do want to hit 2,000 subscribers next year. Obviously, I know that we have not hit 1,000 yet, but I feel it. It's coming fast. We are very close to 800. As I'm filming this, we're actually like 5 away from 800 subscribers. I think by the time this comes out, because I'm recording this like 3 weeks in advance, that we'll probably be past 800. But next year, I do want to try my best to hit 2,000 subscribers. I don't know if that'll happen, but I'm going to try my best. Another YouTube goal I have is to continue posting 3 videos a week. I have been posting 3 videos a week since I started YouTube 8 months ago, and I have only missed 1 upload, and I don't remember why I missed it at this point. Oh, I missed an upload because my fiance had COVID. That is the only time I've ever missed an upload, and I plan to not miss any uploads next year unless something significant happens. I don't know. Who knows? The next goal is a more personal goal, and it is to buy a car. If you have been watching me for a while and watching my vlogs specifically, you know that I ended up selling the car that I had a while ago because I was getting, the car market's crazy. I was getting a very high amount for it. So I decided to sell my car and look for a new one. And I knew that it would take a while to find one just because of the car market. I was kind of waiting for it to kind of slow down. And now that it's slowing down a little bit, I am confident that I will buy a car at the beginning of next year. I'm super excited to buy a car. It will be my second car that I bought by myself. I'm also nervous to buy a car, but that is definitely something I need to get done next year because it is becoming very inconvenient to be carless. So that is a big goal. Next up is I want to continue to grow eBay. So eBay has not always been a platform that I've sold on. I just recently started selling on eBay this year, and I actually have started to make quite a bit of sales on eBay. So I'm super excited next year to continue growing it. And I think I will probably most likely purchase a eBay store subscription next year, which I know nothing about. So I need to go do some research, but I'm getting to that point where I'm going to need more than the 250 free listings at some point. So I'm probably going to do that next year as well. So I'm very hopeful to continue to grow eBay and continue to make consistent sales over there. Okay, next is another personal one, and it is to get married. If you have been watching me for a while, you know I got engaged this year to my now fiance. We have been dating for I don't even know, 5 years, something around there. And we have actually officially picked a date for next year. So this is a goal that I actually know is happening. I'm just really excited, so I had to add it on here. We will be getting married next year on April 30th. We are so excited, and that is definitely a goal for next year, even though I know it's already happening. Another personal goal that kind of goes along with that is to start the house buying process. We have been living with my parents for a while. We did move out into an apartment for a little bit, but then we are back with my parents. We want to save as much money as we can because we are trying to buy a house next year. We are extremely excited, and we really hope we can make that goal next year. We've had that goal set for pretty much all this year. We've been basically ready to buy next year. So we're really hoping that we can at least start the process. If we don't finish it next year, that's fine, but we want to at least start the process and like be in the process of looking for a house next year. So we're super excited about that, and I'm honestly ready to have my own house. Okay, next is a maybe. I have maybe order another pallet. I know you guys saw my pallet follow-up video a couple weeks ago, and I'm very undecided on if I'm going to buy another pallet ever, whether it's a Passes pallet again or another pallet. It'll just like depend on kind of what's going on. It is a very large expense, and you kind of have to be ready for it. So if I don't order one next year, maybe I will the next year. I don't really know about that one. That's like kind of a maybe thing that I haven't really fully decided on. Okay, next one is I want to try and list more consistently. I am really bad at like doing things consistently. Another thing that goes along with this one is I want to relist more consistently. I think these two things are very important to make consistent sales, and I have been really dropping the ball on that, especially at the ending of this year, just because I've had so much going on, and I need to get better at listing more consistently and relisting more consistently. And this is not to say like you have to list this amount every single day. I don't really like to roll like that, but I do like to have maybe a goal for each week. Maybe I'll set a goal, but I just like need to be better at that, because that is kind of what gets you to have consistent sales. Okay, next has to do with Instagram. I want to hit 8,000 Instagram followers. Right now, I think I'm only at like 5,000 something, and I've been really not good about posting on Instagram, and the next one is actually post more consistently on Instagram. So story and feed, I want to be better at both of those things. If you are not following me on Instagram, definitely go do that now. I am trying to be more consistent, clearly. So hopefully there's like more consistency in my stories and in my just feed. I used to be really active in my stories until I started YouTube, and I just feel like so much of my time goes to YouTube that I kind of neglect Instagram sometimes. So I want to grow both of them at the same time. So I'm hoping I can hit 8,000 followers next year. It's kind of a very large goal, but I'm hoping, I've had a good bit of growth in the last little bit, so I'm hoping I can probably hit that next year. Okay, next is I want to thrift more consistently. This kind of goes along with getting a car, because obviously I cannot do any consistent thrifting without a car. So this will kind of come after I buy a car for myself. But I do want to make sure I'm going to the thrift store a couple times a week, maybe 2-3 times a week, just to stay consistent with it. Even if it's just like a 30-minute trip, like getting out of the house, thrifting adds fun into the work, because obviously thrifting is the best part of reselling. And if I'm not thrifting, I'm probably not doing my funnest part of my job. So I definitely want to be more consistent with it, and that will also help me grow up my 50% of my inventory, because as you can see all these empty bins, this is where I keep my inventory, and they're very empty right now because I've just been selling through all my stuff. So I really need to be more consistent thrifting. Okay, next one is another maybe. This is maybe add another platform. You guys know I sell on a Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. I added eBay this year. I'm thinking about adding a fourth platform next year. I'm thinking of doing Depop or Tradesy. Now, these two platforms would not be, like, my entire inventory wouldn't be over there. It would only be certain things. eBay is that way as well. I do not have every single thing in my inventory over on eBay. It's only certain things. But I feel like Depop and Tradesy are the two ones that I've seen that could maybe work in with stuff I sell. So I'm looking into it. That's another maybe. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. It is a lot to juggle multiple platforms. But Vindu does make it very easy to, like, cross list and just monitor multiple different platforms. So it's still a maybe, but I'm going to try my best to add a fourth platform next year. And the very last goal I have is a very large one. I want to officially get my LLC. So I've been wanting to get an LLC for my business and for me for a while. It's just good protection. And now that I'm growing YouTube and doing a bunch of stuff, I feel like having an LLC is just smart for me. It will make me feel more like an official business, honestly. So that is a huge goal for next year. I really want to get that done. And we'll have to see if it does. You don't need an LLC to run a business like this, but personally, with YouTube, everything that I'm trying to do, I do want to have one. So that is definitely one of my big goals for next year. But that is it for all of my goals for 2022. I'm sure there are more goals in my head and brain that just didn't make it onto this paper, but I'm super excited for next year. I feel like this year was such an amazing year for me that I feel like next year is going to be even better, and I just can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to grow with you guys, and if you have any goals for 2022, leave them down below so I can keep you accountable. You can keep me accountable. We're hitting our goals next year. It's going to be our year, okay? It's going to be our year. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that bell notification to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again next year.